Have you ever gone to sat down and eat at a restaurant only to be disappointed by the food or the service? Or are you a business owner looking for ways to improve your business after complaints from customers? Reviews might be what you need in order to improve your business or improve your experience as a consumer. Reviews are used on websites such as Google so that you can see what other people feel about your business or the business you want to go to. A positive review can have great impacts because it can convince consumers to go to your business, and a negative review can draw them away from them. So it's important to take a look at the reviews your business gets. This company all started with Sam. Sam's best friend, Lewis, had a struggling cafe, and Sam just started offering random bits of advice to help with the company, and eventually Lewis's company took off and became a huge success. Realizing her talents, Sam decided to start the company that is now known as The Perfect Recipe. Our favorite case study is the one with Lewis, a struggling company that was on the brink of failure, and then through some simple revision changes through menus and training employees in an appropriate layout and decor change, it became a hit success. And we love to talk about that because that's where it all started. Here at The Perfect Recipe, we value our ability to help businesses succeed, much as we did with Lewis's company. So, we are effective in communication because we always call first. We like to do the research on these companies and we reach out to them and we say, hey, we notice a few areas where we can help you, and would you guys be interested in our service because we want to help you. At the end of the day, we see the value in helping small businesses and local businesses, particularly cafes, succeed because it helps our local economy, and we appreciate that and their business. This information is important to our future clients because it lets them know that we're dedicated. We don't want this just for some money. We want this because we want to watch them succeed. We see personal gain in our local economy and the people around us in society whenever businesses do better. And we ourselves are consumers every single day. So we are essentially doing a service to ourselves. You have heard about our past now. Who am I? My name is Aaron Cheatwood, and I am the head of sales at The Perfect Recipe. I am largely responsible for drawing our customer into using our services. Now, it is important to know as a client that I am not just a paid salesperson, but I have personal experience not only as a consumer, but also as a business owner. I am actually a well-known business owner in the area for a wing and pizza shop, and I too at one point was having issues effectively utilizing my customer reviews and the negative feedback and the positive feedback they would leave. I overcame that, and now I am very successful, and I understand that I can help their company succeed by drawing them into using our service because I was able to use their customer reviews effectively. And if our company can cause them to do the same thing, I know they can be as successful as I am today. And now I'm going to introduce the company that I chose to review, which is 4am Coffee Roasters, located in Carrollton, Georgia, right off of Maple Street. They have been open and in business since October 2015, and they serve a mixture of breakfast items, lunch items, signature coffees, and bakery goods. Now, here I have a list of a few competitors within the area and their strengths and weaknesses compared to 4am Coffee Roasters. Starting with Bella's Coffee. The similarities is they both offer kind of slow service and they both serve bakery items. Now, some differences include the food is better at 4am, which is a really good strength for 4am, and Bella's is more organized, which is not good for 4am, but it's something that we can work on. I also looked at Rosie's Cafe, which is also located in Carrollton. The similarities is a long wait for food, and both serve signature coffees. And the differences here is Rosie's has better staff, so we need to work on that with 4am, and 4am hosts live music, so that is a plus for 4am for their customers. This one I'm going to go over with you guys is some strengths and weaknesses that I have outlined from 4am. So number one, we got great coffee. Number two, we have a local farm store, which is really cool. We have great bakery items, and we have a relaxing atmosphere. And below attached, I will have a few quotes that are reviews I got off Google from this establishment. And next, I'm going to go over a few weaknesses. I've got long wait for food, unorganized and rude staff, and cold food. So clearly we want to work on these because this is the main product that 4am is selling. And this is important for you, the client, to know because the first step to solving any problem is realizing that there is a problem. So by doing this, we realize now that there is a problem and we've gone a step further and we've found out what those problems exactly are. So now we can go ahead and progress onto the stage of what we can do to actually start fixing these problems. And as far as your competition is aware, we do have some competition, like I said before, with Bella's Coffee and Rosie's Cafe. But it is important to compare uh, these restaurants to you since they are close competitors. So what we're going to see here is you seem to be superior to Bella's Coffee in terms of their coffee and superior to Rosie's Cafe in terms of food quality. And below I will also have 2 quotes from their reviews on Google as well. Next topic, what I'll be doing is covering the recommendations I've created for 4am, specifically the opportunities and the threats. So moving on, I have 3 opportunities here. The first opportunity will be the opportunity to better their wait staff. So we saw before that they have an issue with long waits and rude staff. So this is really a good opportunity to fine-tune your staffing and make sure that they have the right attitude and so forth with that. Another opportunity would be the ability to work with your kitchen staff. You've had some issues with food quality, such as food coming out cold, and well, we really don't need this, especially whenever your main product line would be selling food and bakery items. So everything needs to be served hot and fresh, of course. So it would be a good opportunity to start working with your kitchen staff and see exactly what you can bring to the table to help them do better for your business. And the final opportunity would be to fine-tune some of the strengths that you have right now. So let's look at your strengths again. You have good coffee, you have good bakery items, and you have a good farm to table. So why don't you try and do more of that? Because clearly people like it. Expand your signature coffee list, or bring in more bakery items, or bring in even more farm to table food items. Below I also have some threats for your company. So let's go and talk about them. Your most significant weakness seems to be your wait staff. And I say this because people are really drawn away from the fact that they seem to be rude or not very helpful, or they take a while to come to your table, and that is definitely going to drive business away. Service is a major part of any kind of restaurant. So if you don't have a good service, then you're not going to have a good restaurant. That's just plain and simple. Another one of your biggest threats will be your close competitors. So Rose's Cafe and Bella's Coffee, they're really close to you. You're in the middle, and then here's these two. And you have things that you're better at than them, but they might have a few things that they're better at than you. So it's best that you try and fine-tune and fix these before they figure it out and they do it themselves, because they can easily take your customer base away from you if you don't. The final threat that I would like to mention is the food that is being served. Once again, kind of like what I was talking about with your kitchen staff. The food is the main product line, right aside from the coffee. So if the food is not good, why are people going to come to your restaurant, right? So the food needs to be good, it needs to be fresh, it needs to be tasty, it needs to be hot. And if you cannot provide that, then you are going to lose your customer base. We are now going to take a look at our strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats analysis chart, or SWOT chart. So moving on, we're going to go over our strengths once again, which was delicious signature coffee, delicious bakery items, a relaxing atmosphere, and farm-to-table style food. They love it. Then we're going to go to our weaknesses. They don't like waiting that long for their food to arrive. They do not like how the staff seems rude and unorganized, and the customers are receiving cold food. Now our opportunities. We have the opportunity to revamp our wait staff. We also have the opportunity to fine-tune the kitchen staff. And then we also have the opportunity to further diversify our strengths, such as our signature coffee and our bakery items. Finally, we have our threats. Our threats include our staff's demeanor and effectiveness. They also include the close competitors that have the ability to steal your customer base away from you. They also include the quality of the food being served to your guest. Summary, it is important to remember why we discussed the importance of taking a look at your customer reviews. Remember, it is basically just free feedback from customers that have been to your personal establishment and how they think that you could improve it. It's insane to me that it's even free, because it's just such a good deal. It's important to remember what it is that we discussed today. What I recommend for you guys is to focus on your wait staff, and especially your kitchen staff, because remember, if you're not serving good food or giving good service, then why would people come to your business? Thank you so much. I really do appreciate the opportunity for you guys to have me give you guys some recommendations on your business today. I really am happy to help possibly improve 4am's image, communication, customer service, and food quality. Feel free to reach us at the following phone number, 678-345-6782. or email theperfectrecipe01@gmail.com or website theperfectrecipe.com. We also wanted to say that we are also doing a giveaway item. It is a very stylish mug with our logo on it, The Perfect Recipe. And feel free to reach out to us with any questions you have. And thank you so much for all of your time. I truly do appreciate it.